Hey everybody, today we're gonna take a look at the Lume Cube 2.0. So without further ado, let's open the box. I gotta say, this is really nice presentation, so I hope it did not make the product more expensive because of this very nice presentation, but it is very welcome though. It says here what's included in the box is the Lume Cube 2.0 LED light, modification frame for gels, magnetic warming gel, magnetic diffuser gel, DSLR shoe mount, a USB-C cable. So here we can see the specs. It's so tiny that I can't read it right now, so let's go ahead and open the box. Okay, how do we open this thing? It's really kind of shame to tear it apart. It's really nice presented, but unfortunately we have to open it by tearing it apart. This thing's tough. Okay. Wow, that box is tough to open. So we get the manual, a horseshoe for the DSLR, and a USB Type-C cable for charging. This is the diffuser gel. So I wonder if you can see it. So there's like a line right there. I don't know what that is. So this is the frame. Now the Lume Cube. It's pretty small. So I have a tiny hand, but look at that, how tiny it is. So I think it goes this way. Okay, right there. So I will charge these guys and then I will be right back. That would be like a second for you. Now that we have charged the battery, let's take a further look. Now to power on this thing is hold this button, the minus button, or the one that indicates power symbol. So that's on, and to make it brighter, then just keep pressing the plus button. By default, this will increment by 10%. And to make the brightness lower, just keep pressing the minus button and this will decrease by 10% each time. So let's turn this thing off. Moving on to the optical sensor slash charging indicator. When used as a charging indicator, when you see flashing red, that means this thing is still charging. And then when it turns to solid green, that means the battery is full. So next is the charging port. So here, this is where you plug in the USB-C charging cable to start charging. And next part of the device is where you mount your DSLR shoe. So this thing. So that's it. That's the parts of the device. I gotta say, the button's kind of stiff for my taste, but it's not a big deal. I think that's where the app is gonna come in handy. So for the specs, I'm gonna put the list right here. So just pause the video if you wanna take a look at it. Now to show you how bright this thing is, I'm gonna set the ISO to just 100 and f-stop to 3.5 and a shutter speed of 160. Now I'm gonna turn off all the lights and then just this thing gonna be lighting up my desk. Now the master builder right here is gonna be assisting us for the demonstration. And here we go. Turn on the light. So this is I think 10%. And maximum brightness. So it can actually go really bright. So right here I have the Lumix just right at the top of my DSLR. So this is how bright it is. I think this is at 100%. It is really bright. Okay, this is without the filter though. So I'm gonna put on a filter. So this is what it looks like with the warming gel. And so this is without the diffuser gel, and then with the diffuser gel. So it turns a little bit soft. Nice. One thing to note though, when you turn this thing off, so right now I have it 100%, right? And then when I turn this thing off, turn it off and turn it back on, so it doesn't turn back on to the brightness level it was on before. So you have to turn the brightness level that what you like. There's an advantage and disadvantage of that. So obviously the disadvantage, just like what I'm showing you right now, the advantage is that you're not gonna blind somebody when you turn this thing on by accident. Okay, that's it for the demo of the light. So I almost forgot, this thing can actually be turned into flash mode too. So this is where the optical sensor comes in handy. I'll show you right now. Turning that thing on, and then just hold this for 3 seconds. Now it's in flash mode. It's gonna turn it into flash mode, but it's gonna be in slave. So that what that means is that if you're gonna use the flash in your camera, this thing will also react to the flash or the changes of the lighting in the room, just like that. So I've actually tried this. It's actually really neat. I'm gonna show you some pictures. So I actually like this feature. This thing has a body of aluminum, not just durable, but it's also waterproof. And to demonstrate that, I have a water here. And then let's turn this thing on and dunk it. Whoa! Well, they say it's rated for 30 feet. Obviously this is not 30 feet, but a little demonstration that it's really waterproof. Okay, still good guys. Now this thing is rated 95 CRI. I looked it up because I really don't know what that is. So they say it's a color rendering index. The rating that is considered good is from 80 to 90, but this one is actually rated 95, so it's actually pretty good. Now I just like to mention guys, I already have this light panel. It is the Viltrox LT116T. This thing is actually pretty good to use when on a tripod. So I still use this, but I bought this thing to use when I'm in a tight space. So let's try the mobile app called Lumex. So first, open Google App Store and search for Lumex. Lumex, and then here open. Okay, right now it's scanning, it's looking for the Lumex device. Okay, right there. So I need to register it. Registering right now. Busy gadgets. Okay, successful. Please enjoy. I will. Thank you. Okay, let's go to the settings. Oh, it's so bright. So from the app, you can actually make increments by 1%. So from 0 to 100. That's pretty cool. How about here? So all on, I think this is for when you have multiple Lume Cubes. So it's probably gonna list it somewhere here for the other devices if you have more than one. And on my case, I just have one. Then just tap here. It's gonna turn on the thing. That's neat. If you use the app, it actually remembers what was the last brightness it was set to. Well, pretty much everything is very easy to use in this app, guys. Here, this is for the settings. You can set the Lume Cube into flash mode or optical trigger. So if the Lume Cube detects a flash or sudden change of light, it will trigger the flash. So this is what's this thing for. For this setting, if you want to use your Lume Cube with your phone, just put that into flash mode. So take picture. So that's it. It will flash every time you take photos. So if you're gonna record videos, there's 3 modes for the light. There's constant, strobe 1, strobe 2, and then you can also change the brightness as well from 0 to 100%. And so far everything is really self-explanatory except for the battery. To me, this is kind of strange because at 0% brightness, it says that I have 35% battery left. But when I raise the brightness, let's say 7%, it's gonna update the battery indicator. Wait for it. Okay, 75%. So why do I have less battery charge if I set it to 0% if I don't use it? That don't make sense. But what does make sense is that when you raise this up, so right now it's 17% brightness, and then with a battery charge of 75%. So if I raise that into 100%, that should be less. Okay, that makes sense, 60%. Because I'm using more power now. Okay, so that's it for the app. It's actually pretty easy to use. I don't have any complaints with it. Now, no matter how good the app is, if the app doesn't connect right away to the device, then it's just gonna go to waste. So let's see how fast this thing connects. So I'm gonna open the Lume X app. So right now it's still scanning, and then let's see how long does it connect to the Lume Cube when I turn this thing on. It's really quick. That's really impressive. I see a lot of Bluetooth devices that takes forever to connect, and it's really annoying because you can't use it right away. With this thing, it connects right away. So, okay. Another test. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the Lume Cube and then open the app. Let's see how long does it connect. Oh, it's really quick. So in this regard, it's not gonna be a problem at all. It just connects really quick. So I also checked this with the iPhone, and I use the iPhone 6. I don't have any new iPhone, but it actually performs better than my Android. So one thing I've noticed though, that if you turn off the device while the app is still running, you can still actually turn it on from here. So the only way to turn it off properly is to close the app and then turn it off. One last thing that I'd like to mention, guys, is that if you're gonna plan to use this as a flashlight, this thing can actually get hot, as I have learned. Right now about 1:30, and I have been just running this for about maybe 10 minutes, and then it actually got hot like this already. So yeah, but if you have this mounted on a tripod or on your camera somewhere that you're not gonna be touching, I think it's fine. So I think that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and find this video helpful. If you love it, please don't forget to subscribe, and as always, guys, stay busy, and I will see you on the next video.